Formal garden style is incredibly popular these days, whether it's a large informal hedge screening neighbours out, a topiary lily-pilly or a box hedge formally lining your garden beds. It's the one form of gardening that requires some work to establish and maintain. In the old days, this required trimming with handheld hedge trimmers. But these days, it's much easier, thanks in no small part to battery technology and the innovative thinking of the market-leading brand STIHL. The AK battery system has revolutionised the way we look after our gardens these days in Australia. You see, there are so many tools now in the STIHL range that allow you to get out and care for your garden, reduce the hard work that's required. Plus, there's no noise pollution, there's no air pollution, and they're lightweight, which makes doing the job so much easier. Less fatigue, so you can enjoy getting out and taking care of the garden. There's no more better an example of this than the hedge trimmer range from STIHL. This is a new model called the HSA60. It's a powerful machine with an EC motor and large spacing between the cutting blades, which makes this tool ideal for tackling the thick and dense hedges that are more informal in their style and only get trimmed once or twice a year. It's also good for general shaping work, and don't worry if you get a jam with slightly thicker wood. Sometimes this happens, and whilst it was a pain, this new tech uses an anti-jamming system to use an automatic change of rotation direction. Now, one of the things you do need to take into account whenever you're selecting a tool to use in the garden is the weight of the tool. This is only 3.5 kilograms. It's very light, which means you can cut a lot of hedges without feeling fatigued and tired. And another consideration you need to think about when you're dealing with something like this is the period of time that you're operating the machine. This has an anti-vibration mechanism in it. Now, I know it doesn't sound like a lot, but when you're using these a lot, at the end of the day, you can find your joints are really stiff and sore. And that's because of vibration. So using a machine like this makes you feel so much better at the end of the day. There's other design features like this, my favourite, a multifunctional handle that can actually rotate for side cuts, which is realistic because we have multiple angles when we're hedge trimming. Now, the great thing about this system is, well, it recommends that you use the AK10, which is a super light battery, but you can also use the AK20 or the AK30 if they're already in your system. And of course, it gives you the ability to use all sorts of tools. But what a simple way to keep your garden looking fantastic.